Hi, everybody. This is Jackie Bryan, registered nurse, whole health educator, and functional nutritionist. I am hoping that you are all healthy and safe during this coronavirus pandemic. I'm here to offer some tips to help keep your immune system focused on the job that it needs to do. This is the third video in a series that I've been putting together. The first was focusing on whole, healthy, unprocessed foods, the second on sleep, and today's topic is actually about the role that gut health plays in immunity. Now, you might not be aware that 70% of your immune system is actually found in your gut. It's actually in this place called the Peyer's patches, which has lymphoid tissue, which is responsible for keeping your body safe, your immune system functioning, not just in your gut, but also throughout your whole body. So it is incredibly important for us to take care of our gut during this challenging time. There are several tips that I can offer to you. First is we want to take care of our gut bugs, those little bacteria in our body. You can see an example of a few of them behind us. Gut bacteria, you have over 100 trillion of them in your body. They're everywhere. They're on your skin, they're in your intestinal tract. And while that might gross some of you out, those gut bugs actually play a very critical role in the immunity and taking care of your whole body. These gut bugs, they like to be fed foods that are healthy, fruits, vegetables, whole grains. There are also bad gut bugs that exist, and their favorite food are sugar and processed foods. So clearly during times of stress and times where we're needing our immune system to be super strong, eating processed foods is not going to be something that's going to be beneficial. So here's some other tips that I can offer up that can help you keep your immune system strong during this difficult time. The first is to not overeat. One of the most stressful things we do to our body every single day is eating. And so we want to make sure that we're not overloading our system with too much food. Many people respond to stressful situations by overeating. It's a way that they comfort themselves. This is a behavior that we need to change, and we need to change it now. We need to focus on consuming whole foods in smaller quantities so as not to tax our system. We want to eliminate processed foods, and we've already kind of covered that. But not only do we want to eliminate the foods, but the foods that we do eat, we want to chew them. I don't know about you, but I've got a high school boy who inhales his food. And so I want you to focus in on chewing your food. This is going to make it less stressful for your body to break down the nutrients and absorb them. And it's going to give you the nourishment that you need and not tax your system in a way that it can't handle. Including fiber. Fiber is a really important part of our diet. Not only does it help keep us regular, which is really nice during this time, but it's also important for escorting toxins and bad bacteria out of our body, and that's what we need. So not only do we want to consume the fiber, but we want to hydrate our body. There's not one thing in your body that's not going to function better with good hydration. And I'm not talking about alcohol, and I'm not talking about too much coffee, but I'm talking about just water. Drinking water on a regular basis throughout the day is going to help things in your body function better. It's going to keep that mucosal lining of your intestinal tract nice and hydrated so that it's going to be able to do the job it needs to do to keep you safe. And lastly, taking time for gratitude. Now, you might not feel like there's a lot to be grateful for during this really challenging time, but believe it or not, being grateful and feeling gratitude towards things that are positive in your life are actually a great step in not only calming your central nervous system to reduce stress, but it also aids in digestion. And how does that happen? Well, one of the ways that we can aid digestion is by putting our plate on the table, and rather than inhaling and starting to eat right away, is taking a few minutes to be grateful for what you have. And I always kind of compare this to my dogs. Not that I'm comparing you all to dogs, but our dogs don't usually eat unless we give them permission. So they'll sit there and they'll look at their food until we say it's time to eat. But what's interesting, you'll notice, is they start salivating and drooling. Not a very attractive quality. And I'm not expecting you to drool over your plate. But when you take time to be grateful, it activates the cephalic phase of digestion, which is the really first phase of the digestion. It starts in your head. And that salivating gets the juices flowing, and it actually makes it easier for your body to digest the food that you're eating. So taking the time to be grateful for the food before you put it in your mouth is a great first step in staying healthy. And so Hippocrates said, all disease begins in the gut, and he was right. And these tips that I'm offering you are just a few little helpful strategies that you can implement in your daily routine of nourishing your body. If you like this video and you want to hear more from me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you get a chance and you have questions or anything that you'd like me to answer, please email me at jackiebryan.com. I'm here to support you during this challenging time. And please know that I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Be safe and be well.